What is going on, guys? It is Blink here, back with a new guide. So in this guide, we'll be talking about ways you can trap kill your opponents. The July V-Bucks giveaway is now going on, and the winner of the June V-Bucks giveaway has been posted on my Twitter. So make sure to check out the Twitter or check your emails in case you did win. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications as I post an Amazon gift card code in the comments every time I upload. By turning on notifications, you'll have a way better chance of getting here first and redeeming that code. Anyways, guys, let's get to this guide. Players are getting better and better, and there's a point where many can build and shoot pretty well, but they're limited to what they can do with their utilities, like bounce traps, launch pads, and traps. When you've gotten super good with your building and shooting, then you're up there with the others, but what separates players that can build well are the ones that can also utilize their utilities to their advantages. The ones that can build well and utilize their utilities during a build fight will have the upper hand. In today's guide, we'll be talking about ways of getting in the habit of knowing when to place traps down during your fights. So as I said, the utility use is now key, especially when players are super great builders at this point of the game. Get yourself to that next level with the use of your utilities. Now, in this first example, we'll be talking about under the stair trap method. Anytime you notice your opponent under your stairs, box him inside it. The moment he's under your stairs, place the front wall first before you place the side walls. That front wall is the easiest to escape from. Next, block the left and right walls and make sure you place a wall in behind you too. That way, if your opponent breaks your stairs, he's now going to have to break one more wall. Now, the moment you got the side walls up, place at least 2 traps for a guaranteed kill. One trap does 150 HP, so 2 of them will guarantee the elimination. I only placed 1 since I had to and I wasn't sure if I had him trapped. The 150 damage would have been enough for me to be comfortable to finish off my opponent. Now, you want to try using wood because you're able to see your opponent through the crack of the wood, and that'll let you know if you've boxed in your opponent. I'll show you guys one more example of this stair method of boxing your opponent in. In this example, I waited till my opponent walked under my stairs. At first, he wasn't in range to be boxed in, so I waited hoping for him to walk right under the stairs, which he did. At that moment, I boxed him in and placed 2 traps down to guarantee the elimination. I also want to mention that I spammed my wall key at the 2 front walls. In case he tried breaking a wall, I'd be able to replace it instantly, because as you guys know, it takes some time to fully have your walls built. A shot or 2 can destroy the wall, so make sure you're spamming that wall key once you've boxed your opponent in. I also want to mention that had my opponent knew that there was a risk of being under my stairs, he would have never gotten trapped. By me explaining these methods of trapping players, it will also help you avoid getting trapped yourselves, because you'll be able to avoid or prevent the risk of being trapped when you've gotten a good gist of when it can happen. Now, in this next example, me and my teammate built up to this player and knocked his teammate. The moment his other teammate got close to us, instead of shooting, I knew he was in range to take a trap hit, so I boxed all of us in and placed down a trap. This guarantees 150 damage gone from this player, and there's not really much you can do about it because he's also got to deal with my teammate. Had I not known I can trap him, he would have been able to shoot me one more time and down me, and that puts my teammate in a 1v1 situation which can lead to anyone's kill. This next situation is a boxed in method. When you notice a player on top of your staircase, you can jump down and box him in around the stairs. Now, it depends where he's standing around the stairs. If he's close to the top, then you won't be able to get the box in on him. As I jump up, this player jumped up with me. Now he's on the same floor pattern as I am. Anytime a player's on the same floor platform as you, box it in. That way you keep him inside. Next, trap it up and make sure you add a roof to not allow this player to get out. Lastly, place down a staircase above your opponent to avoid taking any damage. This has to be processed in your head very quickly, as there's not really any room for error. Too slow and your opponent gets out, or he takes you out before you place down the traps. It will also take time to learn, but trapping players allows you to keep building your skills up to that next level. Now, had he been closer around the middle or the lower part of the stairs, then I would have been able to trap him on the first level. Just make sure you're paying attention to where your opponent is standing and make the decision quickly. Here's an example of boxing my opponent in at the lower part of the stairs. I also want to start this example out a little behind, because some people asked, how do you fight off 2 players? And you can see here, I noticed both players and placed down a wall in behind me and focused on one of them. The wall blocks one of the players from taking a few shots at me. So basically, you need to build yourself a pathway that will give you a visual on one player. Now, you can see I wall around this player and place down a staircase. He's at the lower part of the staircase, so I trap it up and put a roof over top to not allow him to move up the ramp. He almost phases through, but the traps get activated almost instantly when they're placed, so it's not easy to avoid them. So once again, make sure you're paying attention at your opponent's positioning to add the right trap placement. In this last example, trapping your opponents as they try breaking into your box will turn the situation into your favor. As this player is shooting at your roof, replace it a few times to really make him want to get in. Then once he's shot it out another time, let him fall through and place a trap down. And at that moment you place a trap down, place down a ramp to get above him and avoid taking damage. Or you can place down a roof first, then the ramp, but it all depends on where this player is standing. We're a little bit above ground level, so he's going to end up under my stairs no matter what. If he does phase above them, then be quick enough to place down a roof, that way he's not able to get out. Now you can see I continue to build a box around myself because there are plenty of opponents around me, and you want to build that cover as you are exposed above your box. So these were some great ways of knowing when to trap your opponents. It can take some time to learn, but once you've got it down, it helps progress your skills even further. Make sure you also take note of where an opponent can trap you to, and try avoiding the spots that can be deadly. I do want to make another trap guide in the future because there are plenty of different situations you can use traps in, so be on the lookout for that. Anyways guys, that's it for this guide. Hopefully I've helped some people out, and a like and a sub would be greatly appreciated as it does help me out a lot. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and hope you have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you on the next one.